Hello and good evening, everyone. Today you will be informed about John Dalton and his atomic theory. His atomic research is part of the reason why we know what atoms are today. It was his discoveries and experiments that led to more of a better understanding of the atom. But of course, it was not just John Dalton's research, but other brilliant scientists who were involved with solving the many questions on what an atom is and what it is capable of. The first piece of information you will need to know is when he was born.
John was born on September 6, 1766, and died on July 27, 1844. Where did he live?
John lived in Eaglesfield, Cumberland, England. What new information did he contribute to the understanding of the atom?
His atomic theory said that elements consist of tiny particles called atoms. It states an element is one of a kind because all atoms of an element are identical. All atoms that make up an element have the same mass. All elements are different from each other due to differing mass, and compounds per substance due to different. How did he find new information?
John Dalton had been experimenting with gases, and that led to his discoveries. In 1803, his observation of gases came to be known as the Dalton law of partial pressures. Dalton's law primarily applies to ideal gases rather than real gases. The principles of Dalton's law include 6 statements. 1. How atoms combine to form molecules. 2. All atoms of a particular element are identical. 3. Atoms of different elements have different properties. Their masses are different and their chemical reactions are different. 4. Atoms cannot be created, destroyed, or split. 5. In a chemical reaction, atoms link to one another or separate from one another. 6. Atoms combine in simple whole ratios to form compounds. Was there anyone else involved?
Chemist Humphrey Davy was skeptical about Dalton's law until Dalton explained that repelling forces previously believed to create pressure only between atoms and some sort, and that atoms would then mixture variety in weight and complexity.
Interesting facts.
Some interesting facts about John is that he started teaching at a local school when he was 12. He worked as a teacher in a new college in Manchester.
John's first published work was a meteorological observations and essays.
John was the first to publish a scientific paper on color blindness.
He was the most famous for his atomic theory.
He was probably the only scientist who got a statue in his lifetime.
In conclusion, John Dalton was a scientist who had come up with more information about the atomic theory. He made his discovery while working with gases, and he also made what is known and used till this day, the Dalton's law of partial pressures.